So I got the electric Zoe back on the road. It lasted 3 miles. I got to the Pets at Home car park and then no good. This one's got a petrol engine, so I'm going to keep this little Zoe. But this electric one, I've nicked the front end from it already and bolted it onto my nice little petrol car. So my petrol car is again a straight little Zoe. The electric one, well, yeah, it's at an end. Health and safety, got the high volt gloves on, it's all good. This thing's heavy. So I spent an hour or so just pulling off all the bits that I think are somewhat vaguely worth selling on and that are relatively easy to get off on the Zoe. I left the motor in. I still think the motor could be shot on this one, and I can't be arsed. So I've got a motor for sale anyway from the other car, but I have pulled off the PEB that I tried to repair, unsuccessfully it seems, I'm not really sure. Yeah, loads of little bits like lights and stuff like that, so we'll chuck all that lot on eBay and yeah, hopefully try and get to our money. The battery went last night, so I got £375 for the battery. I've basically listed it for half the price that it's worth, just to get rid of it, right? It's not the kind of thing that's easy to store, so yeah, happily a chap came down from Reading. He rented a box van with a tail lift and managed to yeah, get that down last night, so we got it loaded up, and yeah, job's a good one. So 1,200 kilos I just weighed that in at. So total back to me is 90 quid. So next on my to-do list is this thing, my wife's little Qashqai. It's got a real big clonk coming from this corner when you when the suspension gives a bit of a wobble. Sounds like it's about to fall apart. Turns out It's one of the ball joints, I think, in the drop link. I have one of these for a few quid off Fleabay. So yeah, I'm just going to stick this on it and see if we're less clunky. This car actually is another Coparts car. It had pretty extensive damage to both doors. Something had gone into the side of it. Luckily, hadn't touched any of the body shell itself, so I was able to just get a couple of doors. It was just shortly after I bought the Porsche, actually, so I managed to transport both the front and back door in the back of the Porsche. It was comedy. Yeah, simply bolt them on. It needed a front wing as well. But I managed to get them all the correct colour, so they were just bolt-on jobs. So it turned this into a relatively cheap 30,000 mile Qashqai, basically. Yeah, anyway, right, and crack on, get this on. So this is the reason for my clonking, this chap. They've got this little chap that you can get a hex onto, but obviously when it's on the bottom one here, you can't get to it. So I'm not sure quite how you're meant to do this up. So we get the wheel back on, and jobs are done. Right, so that should be that. This is good to go again without clonking around all the corners. My little Audi has an SD card in it that I'd not spotted. And awesomely, the previous owner had an awesome taste in music. So I have got absolutely loads of stuff that is pretty niche. Like I was just listening to the Postal Service, which I've not heard in ages. Absolutely love them. Sigur Rós. I've got loads of Radiohead stuff, some Orbitals, loads of Nick Cave. Just really, so there is awesome music taste. So whoever owned this thing before me, kudos, sir, or siress. The Doves, look at that, the Doves, and 2 albums, Not Just Lost Souls. Amazing. So another little project. This is sort of a little lower garage driveway area. It's a pretty steep slope. I've got this old dumper truck. It's like a high reach kind of thing, which is pretty awesome. And the start motor's gone on it. So I need to get rid of it because I'm not using it anyway. But I've got to try and get it down here. So I'm using my little digger. I've got a little old JCB to try and lower this thing down. It was full of water, hence I just pulled the bung on it, so now it's coming out. But just to give you, this is quite a steep slope, but I'm trying to get it down without smacking the Zoe. So yeah, let's see what happens. Nearly on the boot lid. Well, I'm sort of making it. It's a little bit precarious, I think. It's okay, it's not going anywhere. Next job on the list is this. Oh my God. So it turns out the electric water heater that's kind of like an on-demand thing in my little above garage room has burst a leak. I ordered one it came via Every, so therefore obviously it didn't turn up. So I cancelled that, ordered another one. That of course didn't turn up because they sent that with Every as well. And then DPD rock up today, and it turns out Every had outsourced it, and I've now got two of these high speed flow electric water heaters. So it's all up in this little loft space, which is outside my garage. So have a look. So that's my problem. Oh man, this is going to be the takeoff for the water heater itself. There we go. Okay, free. All right, there we go. So instructions printed on the plastic bag. No, on a sticker. Fit pressure relief valve. Connect connect water supply. Connect electricity. Simple enough. So all I'm going to do is just transfer this and this over onto here. All right, all hooked back up, tightened up. So I'm going to go and turn on some water. Right, all wired back up. All right, it looks like it's doing its thing, and so far so good. Nothing leaking. Yuck, it's very wet around here though. I've got a dehumidifier, so I'm gonna have to stick that up here and let it run for a bit, I guess. Happy days, hot water. So with the Ferrari tucked away now inside the garage for the winter, my driveway is looking decidedly bare. Obviously the Porsche, well, the Porsche is up for sale. The Audi is now my daily driver, and the missus' car obviously. So yeah, we need to add to this driveway a little bit, right? So next project, my oldest daughter is just turned 14, so plan is let's get her a little car that we can mess around with. I'm going to try doing some Autotest stuff, and my plan was I want front engine rear wheel drive. My thinking is there is a race series in the UK for BMW 116s. Now I used to race in a BMW race series that myself and a group of friends used to run for old E30 BMWs when they were cheap. They are obviously no longer at all cheap. So in the same vein, there is a little series been set up for BMW 116s and also 120 coupes, but mainly the 116s. And you can pick them up for not very much money. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and pick up a little 116 BMW and yeah, see if we can use it as a little auto test car with a view to maybe, if yeah, maybe doing a bit of circuit stuff with it. We will see. Anyway, that's the plan.
A few moments later.
So that's it for this video. Next time out, we'll hopefully take delivery of our little red BMW and yeah, start having a look at what's wrong with it, all that kind of good stuff. Start doing some race prep, well, auto test prep for it. Hydraulic handbrakes, anyone? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. More to come real soon.